And we have returned. We're in the final segment of today's show. Nobody has told me what their favorite fairy tale is except for my producer. But we're going to go to the phone lines. We have Neil from Illinois, and he wants to talk about the coyotes in the caravan. Neil, how are you doing today?
Yeah, Beth Ann, this is Neil, and I just wanted to answer the last caller. All that is part of open society.
Yeah.
And open cities by George Soros.
Yes, sanctuary cities. Go ahead.
Huh?
Sanctuary cities. Go ahead.
Sanctuary cities, but it's a broader thing from the Gorbachev Foundation, who called the Bible myths and fairy tales.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, they want the North American Union. They want it to all be open. That's why they're all going globalist, including the NFL and everyone else, including Republicans, because they don't want nationalism. They don't want national pride. They don't want anything nationalism. They want to do away with all these things. They've been saying for years that our that our national anthem was. I read this in an Ann Landers one time, that it was violent and we should change it. Well, what should we change it to? Tiptoe through the tulips? Come on.
We got to change it back to what we were. You know, that's why.
Bring America home?
Bring America home, yeah.
Absolutely.
They want they want the NAU, you know, North American Union.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. And that's their whole plan, and to get rid of Trump, you know.
Yep, they want to get rid of Trump. They want to take back the Supreme Court, and in doing that, they want to add judges so that they can really load it up, and it won't be so easy to take it over the next time. And as if that was easy, and it's a mess. But it is up to you and me. You know that, Neil, right? We've got to vote these guys out. Yeah.
I voted by mail a couple days ago.
So you've already done it. Good deal.
And I went for the conservative because the choice between Pritzker here in Illinois and Rauner, there is no choice. Rauner's Republican. He really hasn't done anything for 4 years.
Now, is that a governor or is that?
Governor.
Okay.
And Pritzker, that's just Madigan in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
He's the Speaker of the House of the State Assembly, you know.
Right.
And anyway, he runs the state of Illinois, not the governor. And even the governor admitted it, that he's trying to get to be on top. Well, Madigan's been running it for 40 years.
Well, we need to, every state needs to turn it around. And like I said earlier last week, I have never, ever in my life voted a straight ticket, but I will this year because I'm not voting for anybody that's a Democrat, and we've got to get the Republicans in there. And then we got to straighten out the Republicans because they've got a lot of work to be done, too.
I want to see every blue state turn red.
Absolutely. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Neil. Appreciate the call. Thank you. We're about to run out of time here. Appreciate it so very much. The caravan is serious business. We need to support the president on this. This is an invasion, and it is not a coincidence. The left is promoting it. The left is not just promoting it verbally, but financially. Think about it. Think about how this is being done. Now, I wanted to talk about another chance for winning. We have a debt, a national debt that is completely out of control. And it's even gone up since President Trump has been in there. And Congress, the biggest threat to American liberty, refuses to stop spending. But when was the last time you heard a president ask his cabinet, each one of them, to cut 5% of their budgets for next year? When was the last time you heard a president say, listen, guys, we need to cut it out. Let's cut 5%. Now, that's not a lot. But when you're talking about big numbers, it's quite a bit. 5%. Rather than go by the penny plan, we're going to go by the nickel plan, he said. 5%. Now, what if they did that across the board? In every department, 5%. Do you remember the SAN, Save America Now? No, Strong America Now. That was, we talked about it. We interviewed some of them on the air back in the 2012, before the 2012 election. All of the candidates, including Newt Gingrich, that were running that year on the Republican side, all of them signed up for lessons and how SAN would work, Strong America Now. And it was to cut 25% across every department the first year, and then again the next year. So he said, you're not doing away with any department, but you're cutting. And he claimed by 2017, I think, which is here now, that we could be debt-free. We could have a balanced budget. The only Republican candidate that refused to sign up was Mitt Romney. Just so you know that. I guess he was all smart, knew all about that. So I have an article here, we're running out of time. America cannot afford for Congress to abandon the budget caps. They need to quit raising the caps, quit raising the ceiling, and start cutting it back. Now, they're claiming, and this is Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, that the entitlements are a major part of the problem. Oh, you think so? Well, yeah, they are a major part of the problem. We elected them back in the day to get rid of Planned Parenthood funding. Stop funding Planned Parenthood, stop funding Obamacare. You cut off the money, you cut it off. But they wouldn't do it. And they still haven't done it. Well, Missouri, I want you to listen up. I have in my hand, and maybe you've already heard it on the tube. There I go, telling my age again. Claire McCaskill is under fire after a staffer admits Planned Parenthood secretly funding money to her. How many other politician Democrats have been getting money from Planned Parenthood, or even Republicans, since they refused to defund it when they had the majority? This is coming from lifenews.com. I encourage you to put that on your radar. Lifenews.com is a great source to keep you informed about what's going on, especially in the fight for life. The women claim, these feminists, they claim to be all about women's rights. How many women, how many young women, baby girls, have they denied the right to life through abortion? Feminism is selfish. That's all there is to it. It is selfish. It has nothing to do with equality. The caravan is an invasion of the United States. And I love happy endings. So when you go and vote in November, remember your responsibility to the Constitution, to your children, your grandchildren, and the future generations. And if your children, your neighbors, aren't being taught right, don't get in their face. Just sit down, have a cup of coffee, and teach them about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and equality and how we can truly bring America home.